Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of NBA 2K18, my career, Jose Delgado. I'm Jose Sports Gamer back with another video. So here we are in another big video of NBA 2K18 and I'm motivated and all that kind of stuff. So I was thinking about the Lakers' future and how quote unquote bright I thought it was for a few years now. But then I got to think, there are other teams in the league that haven't exactly have had planned the futures, and yet they seem to have big spikes or bigger spikes than the Lakers have had in the last few years. Like for example, the Bulls with Markkanen on the team. I mean, he's been killing it. And in the Timberwolves, you have Karl Anthony Towns, Andrew Wiggins, and you have Jimmy Butler on the team, and that team is killing it. And then I thought about the Lakers and what they have been since the 2014 season. And I haven't seen much improvement despite the fact that they have made a few roster moves and all that type of stuff. And this is the year that they desperately have to find a way to get back into the playoffs because they don't have their first round pick for the 2018 season. Which means that if they do not enter the playoffs at least as the 8th seed, this pretty much means that they are not gonna have that guaranteed pick. They're gonna have to find some other way to build the team around, and they're not gonna be able to sign LeBron James or Paul George because I know for a fact that the team success is going to be a huge factor in whether or not these two players are going to go away from their current team into the Lakers, and I just don't know. The Lakers' future is not as bright as I thought. I mean, for a few years now, I thought, well, in a couple of years they're going to be back in the swing of things, and it's about to be, it's 2018, and where are they now? I mean, I don't see them anywhere near the playoff race at this point. I mean, they have a bad record right now, and everyone was around the Lonzo Ball hype. I admit I'm not one to have been in that hype because I, for one, was a bit doubtful about his skill, and rightfully so, because he hasn't been that great. I mean, he hasn't been that bad. If you get away from his shooting, I mean, he can rebound, he can pass the ball. But the big thing that has been a question mark so far has been his shooting. Of course, I know he's a rookie and he still has a lot of time to gather up his skills. I know that with him being in a better spot in his career, they can find a way to get back in the swing of things. But it's gonna take another year or two, and that's what frightens me because they don't have a first round pick for next year. So it's like they're gonna have to find a way to build a team through free agency, and that's not the best way to build a team. Now, another thing that the Lakers need for the future is a center because Brook Lopez's contract is up after the end of the year, and I'm not sure if he will want another lucrative contract or he will be willing to stay back a bit when it comes to monetary issues and whatnot. I'm gonna have to see what goes. Only time will tell what will happen with him. All I hope is that Ivica Zubac becomes at least a decent center for the Lakers, because prior to this year, what the Lakers have needed the most has been at least a decent center, because and let me tell you, Timothy Mozgov was not going to be the answer for the Lakers anytime soon, and especially with that bad contract. I mean, $16 million a year to that type of center. I mean, I don't think so. In fact, I remember it was in the summer of 2016 when I had a channel. I made a video about the Timothy Mozgov contract, and I'm glad that they got rid of that contract because sure, I understand that Brook Lopez is being paid more. But at the very least, Brook Lopez has a lot more skill and does more for his money. Alright, so it's not just about how much money players being paid, but also how much value do you see out of a player at the end of the day. Sure, I know that Brook Lopez does get injured, and it does have his fair share of injuries, but even with all of that, when he's healthy, he's better than Timothy Moore. Then you gotta have to look at the rest of the team. The Lakers have a potential starting five, or at least a good club starting five. They have a future power forward, future small forward, shooting guard, point guard, you name it, they have it. Now the other question I have, however, is what are they gonna do about the power forward situation that they have? Because sure, if I wanted to, if any team would have wanted to, they could keep 3 great power forwards at once. But we all know how the league works. And, the players, certain players will want to have more playing time. They will want to have bigger roles. I'm not sure how Larry Nance would be if he were to be on the bench. I mean, he might be more of a team player, but then you have to look at Julius Randle. He's a fantastic he's a good power forward with potential to be great, and he has this kind of thing where he can do a little bit of everything, like a type of Draymond Green kind of player. And then you have Kyle Kuzma, who, as a rookie, has kind of become the Lakers' starting power forward at times, and he's like the brightest glimpse of hope for the Lakers at this point. I just don't want to rain on the Lakers' hope parade, but I just don't know what's gonna happen in the next few years. If it was up to me, I would kind of wait until right the week before the trade deadline to see which of the 3 power forwards is doing worse, and kind of trade that power forward to see if we can get a first round draft pick for the 2018 season. If Larry Nance Jr. is the one that has to be traded, get another player up in there, and we will trade for a mid first round pick at least to try to see if we can find a player who might not be that much looked upon, but can still play fantastic. Larry Nance Jr. is athletic, I understand that. He does have the ability to do flashy dunks, but if I were to be a Lakers GM at this point, I would want to look more towards the productivity side of things. I have Kyle Kuzma, who has been a fantastic player. I can move in at the small forward position, and then you have Julius Randle, who can do a little bit of everything right now, and maybe in a couple of years, if he polishes his skills a little more, he can become an even better player and be again be more like Draymond Green and other type of stuff like that. Only time will tell. So far out of the 3 power forwards, I think that Larry Nance Jr. is the one that you gotta have to trade. Not because he's not doing great, but because you need a first round pick for next year, and badly, knowing how the Lakers are doing at this point. Now, if the Lakers somehow find a way to go on the winning side of things from here to the end of the season and somehow get that 8th seed in the playoffs, then if the Lakers are not in the playoff race by the trade deadline, you're gonna have to make a move to get a first round pick, at least a first round pick in the middle of the round. I mean, it doesn't really matter, and just make sure it's in the mid round pick at the very least. I know that you're not gonna get a lottery pick, because that would just be unrealistic, as far as I can tell. And then, well, yeah. Going back to the center position, I mean, the Lakers do have Andrew Bogut, but he's kind of finished. I mean, sure, he might have a couple of good years left in him, but after the injuries he had, traveling from team to team, uh, and in years prior, it just doesn't seem like he's the kind of player you want on your team anymore. So he serves as more of a mentor to younger players. So I want to keep him just for a mentoring aspect. Now, it's all about what you do with Ivica Zubac. I know that's not how you say his name, but this guy, if you play your cards right, he can be the next Lakers center, or at the very least he can be a great second string center for the future, and you can look for another center in free agency in the future. Somebody can fill their role at a fantastic, or at least a decent rate. Uh, so those are that's another question. Now another thing, Jordan Clarkson, will he be the next Lakers starting shooting guard, or will Kentavious Caldwell-Pope stay in the Lakers and you keep Jordan Clarkson at the 6-man position? Now those are questions I would like to be answered. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please like, share, comment, and subscribe for more videos. Also remember to check out my other channel, J Dynamite, which is about video games, which are non-sports related in any way, shape, or form. Also remember to subscribe to Ivan Perez. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time with another video. Peace.